Comedian and former SNL cast member Bowen Yang apologizing over the weekend alongside his podcast co-host Matt Rogers for comments they made about Jasmine Crockett.
The two were discussing the potential 2028 Democratic presidential field on their podcast, Las Culturistas, and Rogers took a shot at the Texas firebrand. Take a listen.
Anytime a politician is making it too obviously about themselves, I'm already done.
We're
and
out.
Don't waste your money sending to Jasmine Crockett. Do not do it.
I must agree.
Don't do it. You're going to waste your money. Take it from someone who sent Sarah Gideon like a ton of money in Maine. Like, just don't do it. Don't waste your money. Don't do it.
It's hard enough to come by.
A few minutes later, Rogers clarified his position, I guess.
Let me just qualify the Jasmine Crockett thing. She's not going to win a Senate seat in Texas, you guys. Like, if Beto O'Rourke couldn't do it, like, Jasmine Crockett is not going to do it. She is and it's nothing against her. It's just that she is a politician and that she is like, very well defined already. Like,
yeah.
Gavin Newsom is defined.
Yeah.
I believe Jasmine Crockett is defined.
Yep.
Like, I'm just trying to win here, and I really feel differently than we did in 2016. Like, the way to win now is to, like, go with the energy.
He also said that he liked Crockett's opponent, James Tallarico, because he wasn't yet defined. But those comments were met with such significant backlash online, with some fans accusing the two of disrespecting Crockett and also being anti-black.
In response, Rogers posted a statement to his Instagram story writing, "Hey everybody, I heard the response and I am taking every bit of it to heart. I promise. Transparency and candor matter to me, especially on the podcast.
Oh, this is painful to read. Keep going.
I'm a very progressive person who cares deeply about winning these elections. But my phrasing was not. I will be more thoughtful. I really do promise. I have great respect and admiration for Representative Crockett, and I regret that my words suggested otherwise.
No!
I just want us to win, and I'll be better at finding ways to help." And Yang reposted Rogers' statement on his own social media, adding, quote, "Should not have cursorily weighed in on this, understanding the platform, and will use it more responsibly." I'm gonna let you go first because you're about to fall out of your seat.
Weak. What is this, 2018? You have to apologize for everything now? I am embarrassed for them that they thought the light pushback they got to a completely reasonable, valid, and correct take that Jasmine Crockett is not going to win in Texas. James Tallarico has a way better shot. Probably neither of them will win, but Jasmine Crockett is way less likely to win. That is a benign and correct evaluation, and if you were offended by that, you're stupid. And I can't believe they felt like they had to apologize, and that it makes me respect them less. So now you should apologize to me, Bowen Yang, and whoever that other guy is, for offending me with your apologize. I demand an apology for your apology. It was weak. It's pathetic. Pathetic.
Okay.
Stop having takes and back down. Don't get out of the take game then.
Get out of the take game.
Yeah.
Look, I think that this apology was silly. It was stupid. I think everything is not about hating black people. This is a reach and extreme. I think this is ridiculous. I think that some people just actually don't like people within the same party because they don't. He used an example during this during this podcast where he said there was a woman, I think Representative Gideon or somebody in the local Maine running in elections, and he was like, I supported her and threw money her way, and that was a fail. Well, that's a white woman, so I don't like. He's just talking about, and maybe he has a women issue. I don't know. I didn't want to dig that deep into the psychology, but I also know there's a real thing that people.
Are you saying that because they're gay?
No, I'm just saying a woman issue. Like maybe he doesn't want a woman in politics. Yeah. But I'm not going to make that assumption. That's silly also. I think he could just not like Crockett as a candidate. But I also think that what's glaringly obvious is that Crockett is a superstar in her own right, whether you like her or not. Her name is in the mouths of many people. And when you think about the fact that less than 50, in the mouths of many people. And if you think about the fact that less than 50 people generally show out for most Texas elections, Jasmine Crockett went on The View about a week ago and said, that's who I'm targeting. The people who have not been enticed to vote, and I'm going to get them out. So if half of the state steps up to the plate and votes, plus the people that already like Jasmine Crockett, well then guess what? She's fine. The opinions of Bowen, Rogers, and Yang and all this doesn't matter.
She's not
this
winning
is irrelevant.
the
and
affluent,
when you think about,
white, gay,
when you think
comedian
about,
podcast.
yeah, nobody
demographic.
cares. That's what I'm saying. Nobody cares. And that's not the demographic in Texas anyway. Like, nobody cares about these two opinions. They're allowed to have them. That's the whole point of podcasting and opinions. There's a lot of them out there, overwhelming people. So you can just turn it off and find something else. I also think that people in your party aren't going to like you, and that's okay. People in the party didn't like Mom Donnie. Guess what happened? Still won. So Jasmine Crockett is causing all this good trouble in the name of Congressman John Lewis, the late congressman, and she's causing all this good trouble, and people are getting riled up. And I think that should be a good indication to her to keep going in the same way that Mom Donnie kept it going and won something that we have not seen and didn't expect a year ago. Yeah, that's my speech about that.
I think Princess Jasmine, as I like to call her.
I love that name for her. She is a princess.
Keep at it. She should keep at it, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch. But
she's beating Tallarico in many polls, so I mean, it's not like they're.
She's probably better known than he is.
It's not like their suggested candidate is winning right now. So.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the Democratic primary. She might be the winner of the Democratic primary for sure. I just think she's by far a less likely, less appealing general election candidate in Texas, in a state where it's a Republican state and Republicans generally win there. And I think you want a more moderate candidate.
If our Republican,
you guys want to Carrie Lake yourselves out of this election?
No,
go for
Carrie
it.
Lake is a ridiculous person.
Well, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? The Republican primary electorate in Arizona
is parallel to Carrie Lake. I don't think that there's a parallel. No, that's ridiculous. I'm not accepting that. That's your purview. I think that's a ridiculous thing. I think Carrie Lake is. I think Jasmine Crockett is legitimately fighting for what she believes, and I think Carrie Lake was performing only because I was also an anchor in Phoenix at the same time that she was, and so I didn't know her at all. But the fact going from somebody who understands our industry and reports on both sides of the aisle for decades of her career to go and do this full 180, maybe she had all these feelings bottled up inside. But a lot of times when you're a journalist, you get to understand a lot of what's happening from all perspectives, and so it would make you more of a moderate person. So to be that extreme, it's kind of odd that she went just on the MAGA rampage.
Can we spend another minute on the era of forced apologies really being over? I thought, that's like a wokeness, cancel culture, social media, mob thing from like 2015 to 2022.
But why would you
past that now? You don't have to apologize for things.
But why do you even? So I hate that the word woke was co-opted in this silly way. But the fact that if we just accept it for what you're calling it. Why are this
call
woke,
whatever you want?
Why are they woke for apologizing? They just are scared of any pushback. This is just a weak response. This has nothing to do with being woke. It has to do with nobody pressured them to do this. People were like, saying what they wanted to say. Exactly. That's what I mean. I didn't see, when overwhelming pressure happens online, we can all see it. Whether you're on X, TikTok, you're like, oh my gosh, the world is saying this.
Well, social media
thing.
makes it distorts and makes it feel like everyone is mad at you, everyone is screaming at you. When really it's just it's not most people have no idea who you are and haven't heard what the controversy is.
And nobody wants to hear like a neutral, nice, down the middle podcast. I mean, most people want to watch for either passionate. It could be entertainment, it could be sports, it could be politics. Like, give us something to listen to. Give me something.
I also
to
hate this style of because it's so insincere. Like, I'm reflecting on what I said, and I realize now my words caused more harm than they caused goodness, and I'm going to grow and mature as a better person. That wasn't even the most annoying part to me. The most annoying part was when they started to compliment Jasmine Crockett as like this esteemed congresswoman. If you feel that way, you feel that way, but don't do it because somebody made you apologize. Like, say how you feel. You could think that she is accomplished, but also doesn't deserve to win the Senate seat. That's also okay. Just say that with your whole chest and move on. Yeah.
Tell people, no, I still support. Name other black candidates that you might have supported. Did you vote for Obama? All right, so then your point doesn't stand.
I probably voted for
Exactly. So what are we talking about? Let's move on. I think they just didn't like Crockett. Up next, David Letterman goes scorched earth on CBS and its new leadership. We'll be right back after this.